Mr. President, I rise today to speak against the bill to defund Planned Parenthood. I see this bill and others like it as nothing less than an assault on women's health. What else can you call it when defunding Planned Parenthood will result in 2.7 million women in this country, that's more than twice the population of the state of Hawaii, not getting the cervical cancer screenings, the mammograms, treatment for sexually transmitted diseases, and other health care that they need. For over 100 years, Planned Parenthood has been a leader in improving the health and well-being of women throughout the United States. For many women, especially low-income women, survivors of domestic and sexual assault, young women and others, Planned Parenthood health centers are their primary health care provider, who they go to for life-saving cancer screenings, birth control, disease testing, and other essential health care services. 1 out of 5 women in this country will pass through a Planned Parenthood health center for their services at some point in their lives. You know, these numbers matter. 1 out of 5 women in this country will go to a Planned Parenthood center. And here we are debating whether or not to close these centers. I find it astounding that some, especially on the other side of the aisle, think that this is a good idea. 6 out of 10 women who access family planning services rely on Planned Parenthood as their primary point of care. In the state of Hawaii, my state, over 20,000 women annually have relied on Planned Parenthood for their basic health services. Services that help individuals maintain their health so they can live full, productive lives. This latest attack and, basically fear-mongering by the fringers of some on the other side against Planned Parenthood is unwarranted, unnecessary. I consider it mean-spirited on top of that. So defending one of the largest health providers to women shows how far some of my Republican colleagues will go to restrict women's access to basic health care. As previously noted, this latest attack on women's access to care will impact nearly 2.7 million women across the country who benefit from Planned Parenthood services. 2.7 million women, that again is nearly double the entire population of the state of Hawaii. Lots of women are going to be impacted by this drive to defund Planned Parenthood. These 2.7 million Americans do not deserve to have their access to health care terminated just so politicians can score political talking points. If these women can't go to Planned Parenthood, where will they go? Women who rely on Planned Parenthood for essential health care services will be forced to find medical care elsewhere or, tragically, go without. Defunding Planned Parenthood means there will be 400,000 fewer cervical cancer screenings. There will be 500,000 fewer breast exams. There will be 4.5 million fewer tests and treatment for sexually transmitted diseases like HIV. In Indiana, when the state defunded Planned Parenthood, several clinics closed. The clinic in Scott County was the only testing facility for STDs. Scott County today is in the middle of an HIV outbreak, and the state had to open a pop-up clinic to offer such services. Defunding led to residents in Scott County being unable to get services due to partisan gamesmanship. We do not want these results replicated throughout the United States. On behalf of the tens of thousands of women in Hawaii and millions across the country who rely on Planned Parenthood for healthcare services, I oppose this politically motivated attack that will set women's healthcare back. I will stand vigilant against these attempts to defund Planned Parenthood and will continue to defend the good work that this organization does for women across this country every single day. Planned Parenthood has long been on the ideological hit list of those who want to block abortion. That's the reality. That's being honest. So today, we're talking about defunding Planned Parenthood as a way to get to that goal of stopping abortions. And tomorrow, we'll be talking about some other way to limit a woman's right to choose. This bill is dangerous to women's health, and I urge my colleagues to join me in voting against this bill and any like it that come our way. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield my time.